Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto news and analysis, and today we are going to be talking about Ripple and XRP. So sit back, relax, and before we fully jump on into this video, I do just want to ask guys, please leave a like on this video. It does help the channel grow immensely, and of course I always do greatly appreciate that. And if you do find any of the information in this video valuable, useful, or interesting in any sort of way possible, definitely hit that subscribe button and turn notifications on to never miss a future update. So overall, guys, we've been seeing some incredible volume throughout this entire market. We've been seeing some nice price appreciation. Of course, I am still waiting Bitcoin to have that nice pullback. Because we have been rejecting off of the 44K level still. We have not broken out of that at all. I know that we've seen some nice price action recently on Bitcoin. We hit about like 45.5K. I think that this is a little bit wrong overall because yeah, so this is showing like 45.2K. It all depends on different exchanges, but I know that we hit around that level, but again, rejected off of it, which is something that I'm watching closely. You guys are probably all aware of this from my videos from the last couple days, but I'm more so watching some altcoins, specifically XRP, back into the number 6 spot, doing some incredible price movement, 6.7% on the 24-hour, almost 50% on the 7-day span. We have been seeing some nice volume in trading volume down about 28.22%. That doesn't really matter too much, but guys, I've told you to watch XRP very closely, and this is exactly why I still hold XRP. It's still in the top 10, even with the SEC lawsuit, and we have not made an all-time high in 4 years. Okay, I said this on Twitter as well. You know, I made a little bit of a joke talking about a god candle, if you will, but it is honestly the truth. Like, we are still awaiting XRP to have its major day. We have not seen incredible price action in a very long time, and although we are getting very excited right now for the price action that we do see, there is still a little bit of some warning signs until we do have a nice, strong overall close over some specific levels, which of course we will address in this video, but I do want to talk to you guys about some exciting things happening within, of course, XRP, and talking more so about what happened to lead us to this price action move on, of course, XRP. So with that being said, let's move on and let's talk about some exciting things. So first off, sentiment. So here is a chart from sentiment.net. This is more so the daily active addresses on XRP with, of course, the coordination with price. Now this goes back one whole year. This goes all the way back to around I think this is just February of 2021 to our current price action. Now, the funny thing about this is when we were hitting these nice highs back in April, when we were trading at around like $1.95, this is that nice high that we made in 2021. This is the highest point that we've seen. Look at the daily active addresses here. I mean, we were only hitting, in terms of daily active addresses, 49.6K. This is absolutely nothing. We have not been seeing a lot of this, but check out what has been happening since around September all the way to now. Massive inflows of active addresses piling up. I mean, we're talking about like 100,000 active daily addresses every single day almost. And of course, yes, this has dropped here and there, but for the most part, we just hit the all-time high in terms of active addresses, which was on January 26th. We had 163,000 daily active addresses. During this time, look at the price, staying flat. And the best part is that at this current price that we were just recently at was the demand zone going all the way back to April 2021 before we hit this massive high of $1.95. And again, the funny thing about $1.95 is that it's not even near our all-time high. Our all-time high for XRP is $3.84. I'm sure that you are all aware of that. For those that think that I'm crazy, that it's not that, I want you to all go over to CoinMarketCap, where you could easily see this figure being right here, $3.84, you know, 4 years ago. The funny thing about that is that once we do break over $3.84, we're going much higher. You know, nobody really knows exactly where we are going to go. We just have a nice figure number on where we can go to in terms of a spectrum. I've said $10 to $15. I know that, you know, some people have said 10 to 13. Some people have said 7 to 13. Some people have been saying 20 to 30. There's been a lot of numbers being thrown out there. A lot of people are probably confused a little bit on that. Honestly, I'm just dead set on $10. If we get to $10, that's where I will be happy with taking a lot of profit off the board. Of course, I'm going to be holding XRP long term as well because I do know the power and the potential behind, of course, XRP. But in general, right, in terms of active addresses, we have been seeing mass accumulation of daily active addresses versus price, and the price is really not, adding up, which tells me we are about to see some major price action very, very soon. And in terms of fiat leaks, so if you guys want to go check out, some volume and, the most amount of volume in terms of XRP flowing in and where it's actually flowing in from, you can go to fiat leak, and we actually see here 236,798 XRP is flowing in. Don't know where this is coming from, but a lot of this is coming from the US. We also see from Korea as well, some from Japan, and you can see this all piling up. I mean, it's absolutely crazy to say the least. I think that you could select these, and it does show you, I want to say. Don't know. So we're actually seeing Bitcoin being a top tier one. XRP really isn't even on here in terms of a top tier traded asset currently. But we do know that if we look at XRP in terms of it being trading, we're seeing a lot of volume ramping up here. Now this is like corridors, by the way, so this is like the most amount of volume coming in from like, exchange-based corridors. So again, there's still a lot of volume flowing in. You guys do see how much is being traded in the last minute. It's like 1.2 million, 1.3 million. I've seen this hitting like 2 to 3 to even 5 million, and it's been absolutely crazy. It's been going all day long, and it's honestly been since we broke out of like 60 cents going crazy like this. So again, ton of volume flowing in, ton of active accounts. Or active addresses, I should say. So this tells me something is brewing. And we also see here, we are making some headlines. In case you missed, XRP becomes the 6th biggest cryptocurrency by market capitalization, surpassing ADA and Solana. It's honestly been crazy how fast, this is exactly why I love being in crypto, is just how fast things move in like 24 hours. It could go from 0 to 100 so quick. And it's honestly incredible to see XRP back at around like $42 billion in market capitalization. Again, we will most likely hit $100 billion very, very soon. We still have to await Bitcoin, though, in terms of, full-on confirmation. And again, I think a lot of individuals out there, analysts alike, are similar on this move. Like, for example, we do see here, that is the strongest daily candle, we have seen on XRP/Bitcoin in 6 months. We have broken our falling wedge downtrend line, and a key cluster of resistance may have avoided the breakdown I was concerned about. We'll get more confirmation in the coming days if this move is legit. And this is exactly, the idea that we need to have right now. Although this price action is very incredible, we do have to await confirmation on this, on if this is a legit move or not. Because trust me, fake outs happen all the time, similar to, past movements. I'm sure that you are all aware of this. So we just need to play a little bit with caution. Now, the level that I'm awaiting for, and a few other analysts have said this as well. Analysts that are better than me, because I'm not that incredible at technical analysis, I will admit that. But Anbessa, right? So we do see Anbessa really saying, XRP got the title XRP Master because we bought the bottom and profited most Q1, Q2 2021 to Q4 2021. Huge opportunity cost while altcoins mooned. Today, Twitter gets too euphoric at resistance. Classic. If you want to get euphoric, confirmation or confirmed breakout, 91.5 cents macro still cool. Yes, and this is the truth. Like, we still need a nice breakout event on XRP. We want to break above around like 91.5 cents. That's where I'm awaiting, for full confirmation on XRP. There's been a lot of talks about a possible settlement, right? Or settlement. I don't know why I said sentiment, but a settlement with XRP is possibly on the board. I've been discussing that with you guys a lot, talking to you guys about it as well. But yes, we do need to see a lot more price action. More so specifically when we are talking about XRP, Weekly candle looks very strong here. RSI looks good. Volume is, it's okay, nothing too crazy. Still kind of, at these bare minimum prices or bare minimum levels. Sorry, while the price is kind of rising here. On the daily, we could still see some nice price action here. Nice RSI in the overbought level. I want you to all remember that it is in the overbought level now. But we also see the volume piling up. Volume is diminishing just a slightly here. Now I will say, in terms of 91.5 cents, so let me turn on everything so that we could really kind of see this. So I have two fib levels here listed. We're going to be addressing them and talking about them. Again, here's that resistance level that Anbessa was pretty much talking about. It's really at around like 92, but you could technically say it's around like 91.5, just because that's where we have been hitting resistance in the past. But overall, yes, I am watching this very, very closely, and I am watching this level specifically for us to break out, similar to what we did back here in August, which of course led us to around like $1.40 almost. That's where we will get excited. But right now, hitting resistance at an overbought RSI is a little bit concerning. I will say that. I still believe that XRP is on a warpath to go to the all-time high plus, and that's when we do start to look at some higher figure numbers here. Now, we will address both fib levels. I'm going to be talking to you guys a little bit about that, but of course, you could see where the $7 to $13 range does come into play here, with the top tier fib extension being around like it's like $12.50 realistically speaking, from like $7.50, with anything in between here being very solid in terms of selling, because these are like the top tier moon targets. And I'm not saying that they can't be wrong, and I'm not saying that we need to go to these, because even if like a settlement happens with the SEC lawsuit, for an example, we could go to some higher figure numbers. Now, the other fib extension that I have here is going off of some top tier levels, aka the weekly chart levels. So this is where the high tier numbers come in from, right? These are where people are talking about like, $10 to $20 to even some higher digit numbers like 20 to 30, right? Because that's where the top, fib extension is around 27 and almost a half dollars. Now, I want you to all remember that this is going off of the entire, price action of XRP, going off of the all-time high and going off of those lows that we printed back in March of 2020. Now, I personally like to go off of the actual wave extensions instead of the all-time chart, but I suppose it's a good area to kind of look at, more so being the 4236, if you will, which is almost at like $14.50. It's like $14.71. Now listen, I'm not saying that $20 to $30 is unrealistic. I'm just saying that we need a settlement to happen before the fifth wave on Bitcoin for us to hit those levels. And I actually talked to you guys about this in yesterday's video as well on XRP. I'm just saying right now that everybody's getting very bullish. Everybody is getting very happy. And trust me, I'm very excited as well on the price action on XRP. But we still need to play with a lot of caution here, because who knows exactly where we are going to go in price. I'm more so dead set on $10 to $15. I think $10 to $15 is a very conservative level. I think that that's a very solid level as well. I don't like to go off of the weekly fib in terms of the all-time chart. I like to go off of the candles that we have placed here already for us, because this is more so realistic target base points. But of course, this does show you exactly where we need to go in terms of price. Again, if we are going off of the fib levels from the all-time chart, so let me put those back in place. And if we go to the daily and get rid of the fib extensions there, so again, this is where we do see a lot more resistance levels being at the current price, more so being like the 91.5 cents almost. This is what I'm waiting for, first off. So overall, if we are going off of this fib extension, the next major target after this is broken is that $1.40 mark, which again is clear cut resistance. There's a ton of resistance there that we have not broken over since going back to, April. Okay, and we were almost targeting that $2.20 zone. Of course, we fell shy of that. We hit resistance at around $1.98. It's just like almost $2. But $2.20, then followed up by $2 and almost 50 cents, followed up by almost $2.80 some cents, and then the next major targets are like $3.54, which of course after this we go to the all-time high. Now, once we break over the all-time high, we will move very fast. That's when we do target the next major fib levels, which would be at around almost $5.70. And then this is where I do start to take a lot of profit off the board. I will already have my initial investment out at a 10x opportunity. I tell you guys this all the time, but these are where I'm watching, okay? I will literally put a rectangle on the board because I am awaiting this $15 range from around the $10 range. And I could actually, let me put the coordinates here. So the $15 range to the $10 range. This is the perfect sell opportunity. This is the perfect area to really kind of get out. And the only reason why I say this is because, yeah, sure, we could still wait for $20 to $30 to happen. It's just after this point, there's really not too much more momentum left in XRP. And I say that with a grain of salt because I know what everyone's going to be saying. Dude, it's going to $20 to $30, $50 to $100. Once it's settled, listen, I understand exactly where you guys are coming from. You don't need to sell your entire bag. You don't need to sell my targets either. This is just the level that I am watching for. $10 to $13 has been said by many other analysts. I've always said $10 to $15. The reason why I say $10 to $15 is because it allows a little bit more leeway on the way up to really kind of gain some more greed profit points, if you will. I just think that $10 to $15 is more of a conservative range. It's also the idea that XRP does run last. So if we are watching XRP run last, there's not going to be too much momentum left in the bull run anyways. So again, on the way up, I'm going to be taking profit. I want you to all play with caution though currently because we are at resistance levels while everyone is getting bullish. And I told you guys yesterday, I actually have, let me go over to my Twitter page real quick. So I told you guys yesterday in some of my videos, and I even told you guys on Twitter that I am watching Bitcoin closely because although we are targeting 44K, we are still rejecting off of those levels, and I am still awaiting for this nice pullback on Bitcoin. We could come back down to these levels here, which I think are pretty solid in a sense, because even if we are talking about Bitcoin currently, and I'm just going to wrap the video up here after this, but if we are talking about Bitcoin currently hitting these nice highs, look at the highs that we hit real quick compared to what we did back in, of course, September. We hit the same exact level pretty much on Bitcoin currently before we had this nice drop. So while everyone's getting a little bit bullish, I'm getting a little bit worried because we could be seeing one last major drop. So with all of that in mind, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, to notifications on if you guys want more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. As always, I hope that you all have a beautiful day or a beautiful night wherever you guys are. And just be with us, but Nick, peace out, guys.